And we're getting in some breaking news related to the story. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar has come out with a statement over the controversy surrounding the army being roped in to build those bridges, as Kamaljit Sandhu was just telling us in that report for spiritual leader Sri Ravi Shankar's World Cultural Extravagant event. The Defence Minister has said that the move to seek the Army's help was taken after former Delhi Police Chief B.S. Bassi said that there is a threat of a stampede as nearly 35 lakh people are expected to attend this event. The Defence Minister said that the Army had initially declined to make the pontoon bridge on Yamuna for this event but relented after a request came in from the Defence Minister. Okay, so that is the news that we are getting in right now from the Defence Minister himself, Manohar Parrikar, who has, given some sort of clarity to the ongoing controversy surrounding the involvement of the Army Jawans who have been, working tirelessly to build those floating bridges over Yamuna. Kamaljit, the Defence Minister, India Today's Kamaljit Sandhu joins us for more. Let's just go straight first to Kamaljit. Kamaljit, the Defence Minister categorically stating that there was, initial apprehension from the Indian Army side, but nonetheless, they had to go ahead and execute the task, after receiving orders from the Defence Ministry. But the question is, should the Army be doing something like this? Why couldn't these bridges not be built, by the organizers of the Art of Living Foundation?
Well, despite reservation, the army was roped in, and here's an explanation coming by Manohar Parrikar. What he's really said is that 6 pontoon bridges, as this is what that Sri Ravi Shankar's Art of Living had asked for. They had said that 35 lakh people are coming in. That's quite a lot of people. And because of safety and security measures, they had requested the government. And obviously after that, the Defence Minister had asked the army, and they obviously refused in the first place. But after they approached B.S. Bassi, the former police commissioner, at that point of time, he was the Delhi Police Commissioner, and he said, taking into account the number of people making into the ground, it's better that the army, who's obviously done this particular task earlier, and remember they've done that for the Commonwealth Games, they've done it for the Kumbh Mela, they have a certain amount of background in terms of experience. The pontoon bridges that the army makes takes a huge amount of load, and the number of people coming in, and perhaps there was some sort of fear that there could be a stampede in that particular ground. And Avantika, you and I, we cross that particular area every single day. It's a large ground, and obviously to take amount that number of people, this could be one of the areas of concern, and that is why the government of India is perhaps pushing in the army. Now, what is more important is, how is the government really involved in this entire process? The Prime Minister is inaugurating the event. The other organizer is obviously Mahesh Giri. He's a BJP MP. He's also a former director of Art of Living, and many are now questioning the motive of the government. Why are they providing the security for this entire event? Why is government facilitating this entire function despite this being a private function? So these are the questions. But yes, Manohar Parrikar coming in with a certain amount of clarity and obviously wanting to kind of escape that sort of blame game which is currently really on.
And also, Kamaljit, God forbid, if there is any accident or any untoward incident, who accepts liability? Will it be the Indian Army, or will it be the organizers of the Art of Living Foundation? Because, the world famous spiritual guru Sri Ravi Shankar has very strongly defended, all the controversies related to this huge mega cultural event.
Well, the army has always said that they are not going to be part of any of the blame game, that they are here and they were tasked to do this particular job. They were not interested in doing so, but they've only done it because the government has asked them to do it. So their apprehensions lies clearly open. The other fact is Delhi police, and we've seen these posters and banners of Sri Ravi Shankar all over the city. So quite of the task, we've seen Delhi police working round the clock. There's already security in place. We do see a lot of army vehicles there. The SPG has taken cover of that entire area because the Prime Minister and number of foreign dignitaries as well as VVIPs are also to attend this function. We already know that Pranab Mukherjee has walked out of that particular function. But yes, at this point of time, where there are all eyes on this particular controversial venue, the fact remains the security has to be foolproof, not just because there are VVIPs and the Prime Minister, but 35 lakh people out there. So yes, security has to be extremely tight. But yes, the army is saying we will build this particular bridge. We do not know if that kind of weight will be taken in by those particular 3 bridges. But the fact remains that this is something that the government has asked us to do.
Okay. And while we are speaking, the National Green Tribunal is still hearing the case. For now, Kamaljeet, thanks so much for joining us, getting us all the details and the updates from the Defence Minister. And speaking of the NGT, they are expected to pass their order on a plea seeking cancellation of this World Cultural Festival on Delhi's Yamuna area later in the day. The environmentalists have approached the NGT crying foul over the damage that apparently has already been done to the riverbed by the massive construction that Kamaljeet was just talking about by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar's Art of Living Foundation. Now, this function is being organized to celebrate 35 years of the foundation. The Prime Minister, as we were just told by a correspondent, is also expected to inaugurate this event that kickstarts on Friday. However, President Pranab Mukherjee, who was also scheduled to attend the function, has decided to pull out of this cultural extravaganza. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, meanwhile, has called the concerns over the damage to the environment a joke, saying that the Art of Living Foundation instead should be lauded and even rewarded for, selecting a place like Yamuna to have the event.
हम कह रहे हैं उस स्थान को हम इतना सुंदर बायोडाइवर्सिटी पार्क बना के छोड़ेंगे, हमारे वॉलंटियर सब लगेंगे, हम लगे हुए 2010 से रोज 5000 वॉलंटियर हमारे जमुना के सफाई में लगे हुए थे और हम चाहते हैं हम सब लोग मिलके जमुना जी को ऐसा करें जहां लोग चल सकें, बदबू ना आए उधर।
4 terrorists struck at the Indian consulate in Jalalabad. We are getting you the first images of that horrific terror strike that were caught on camera. A CCTV camera outside the